Good morning. Today I'm doing the second part of the exercise I've been doing around really clearing up my message and making sure that I'm talking the right language to the right people. And one of the things I've alluded to during these sessions is this underlying fear holding me back. And I wanted to share it with you because we all have these blocks in our lives, don't we, that we don't want to bring to business. And I sit from a platform of authenticity and being you when you're speaking and showing your vulnerabilities. So time for me to do the same. One of the things that I've struggled with is my personal life, which is very spiritual, and my business life, which is very business-like. However, there's a gap in the middle. There's a bridge for me. And I've looked at the law of attraction. I've looked at all the various positive thinking and all the rest of it. And it all makes sense up until a point. And I so dreaded that I might be seen as a bit woo-woo, if you like, around my spirituality, that I've never really brought it together with my work until recently, when I discovered neotic sciences and the whole neuroscience thing, and I became fascinated. So much so, I wish I could go back 40 years and actually do a degree in it, but that's not going to happen. So I have been studying around these things and realizing that the gap is the heart and the mind. That's where the bridge happens. It's about understanding your impulses, your inspiration, your that intrinsic thing when you just know. And you don't know where it comes from, you just know. So today I am going to, let me grab a pen, I am going to work on what it is, what do I want to say? And for me, this bit is vital. So let's start with, and I hope my camera's tracking me on this one because otherwise you won't be able to see. I'll bring it forward a bit for you. There we go. How's that a bit forward? Not sure you can see it, but you will later. I'll take a screenshot and show you. So the thing about what I want to say is, so this is the personal bit here, and this is the business bit here. Now, we did discover when we talked about the business stuff that I help people grow the business, right? So I help people grow their business, and I do this creatively. I still can't spell creatively. And in my personal life, I've got spirit, and that isn't the stuff you drink, so spiritual. And I have neuroscience, if you like. Although there are a lot of people out there who say that actually the two don't mix. So let's start with this personal side. For me, the magic is in the bit that happens when you don't know where it comes from. The sudden knowing, that gut instinct people have, they talk about it's just in my gut, I just know it. And we don't know where it comes from. It comes from outside in. Now, we do a lot of talk about our thoughts, and our thoughts are inside, and our thoughts dictate how we feel, and our thoughts dictate what happens next. It dictates our language, everything. But sometimes it comes from outside in. And you'll never be able to actually say where it came from. For instance, when I do my work with clients around creating their message and what they do, and I ask lots of questions, I go through the process, and every now and again I come out with a phrase, or I come out with a, this is what you do, and it's bang on, spot on. And then someone says to me, oh, I've got to write it up. What did you say? Well, I don't know. I can never remember. It comes from outside in, and it's almost like I've channeled it in and I've passed it on. No, I'm not a clairvoyant. I'm not listening to, well, I don't think I am. I don't know where it comes from. it could come from spirit, it could come from the universe, it could come from the energy that the client's giving to me, so that we're connecting and I'm able to pick up the bit they're not actually saying. I don't know. And at this point, it doesn't matter. It's like, I don't really know how electricity works, but I trust that the light's going to come on when I click the switch. So trust is huge in what I do in life. Yet I've forgotten to put that into business. So they're the bits that I've been really looking at lately, those outside bits that join in. Okay. So really, it's, for me, the personal is also outside in. And this actually contradicts a lot of what people talk about when they say, no, it's inside out. It's all about your thoughts. I get that. Absolutely get that. We manifest by thinking about it and putting it out there. I get that as well. But, and this is the thing on the but, there are times when we can't say where it comes from. We don't know. And that's where the trust comes in. And I think that great leadership trusts that instinctive stuff, that impulsive stuff. I'm not saying that in business you don't do risk assessment and you don't plan and everything else. But when you're working with a team and you're working with people, actually trusting that other stuff that comes in, that the magic, I'm going to have to find a name for it. That's what makes great leaders, because they trust their instincts. And I haven't done the research yet, but I would bet that most high-flying executives, those people that have really made their mark and make a lot of money, trust their instincts when other people would be asking them, what on earth? And I think when we work online, which, the majority of us are doing now, we try to follow everybody else's script. We're trying to replicate what other people have done in order to make money. And when we do that, we're not trusting our own instincts in how to do business. And I've fallen foul of this many a time. And I'm having to actively use my thought process to stop that, so that I can allow the magic from the outside to come in, which is why I've gone back to basics. So when it comes to here, I want to take this outside in into the creativity bit that grows people's business. I want to align my spiritual beliefs, and this could be any belief. If you believe in an outside power, and even if you don't believe in an outside power, I think you have to believe that occasionally things happen without an explanation. Science hasn't caught up with some things. And what I want to bring into business is transrational. You can tell I hate thinking. And what we actually do is that's thinking outside of the box, isn't it? Don't we do that when, all the other times we've tried and it hasn't worked? So we try to think outside the box, but we're still trying to make it happen instead of giving ourselves space and energy and time to actually think of it from a transrational point of view, and then trust that and go with it, because most business is very rational. I am so not a rational person. So I want to bring all of this into here so that the people I'm talking to understand. They understand me, the way I think, I understand them, and we can explore that journey together. There's no one size fits all. So what I want to say is, in all of this is to put aside the rational. So look, another colour, all right? And I'm going to turn my back on you for a minute to put this. So what I want to say to you is, let's go over here, put away the rational and trust your instincts to grow your business. I need to learn shorthand. Business. There we go. So So that's it. This is my core statement: to put away the rational and trust your instincts to grow your business. And I want to talk to people who are brave enough to do that. And within that, we will start with what you do, who you do it for, who do you do it for, what do you want to say, and why. Which in business speak just means, what do you do? Who do you do it for? Who's your audience? Where are they? And I'm putting together the program at the moment to take each of those modules, but to look at it from this instinctive point of view. And I very much coach from an instinctive point of view, including the practical stuff. I can show you how to market, I can show you how to put social media, all of that, but there's an element underneath that where you have to come into it. And you coming into it means that it becomes very much your business, and it becomes something that really comes from your heart and your head, and you have bridged the gap between the rational and the trans-rational, and you grow your business instinctively, knowing where you want to go and why. So I hope that's helped, seeing me work through mine. I do this quite quickly for myself because I've been doing these exercises for a long time. But if you want any help, then just reply by video. Tell me what you do, and tell me what you think about this idea of replacing the rational sometimes for your instincts. Okay, I'm going to love you and leave you, and look forward to the next one. Bye.